Welcome everyone and good evening. We're live on a Friday night, and this weekend we're going to have 4 reading sessions at 6:30 a.m. and p.m. So lots of good stuff coming up. And I got my Elgato encoder in, so the stream quality should look absolutely amazing. Bonita, hello, Monica C. Hey, how's it going? Bonita, can you tell me how the year 2020 will be for me? Angela Boho, hey, how's it going? And Jakari, how are you? Monica C wants a general reading. Let's get one for Bonita. Wanted to know. Let's see, Onita. No, it's Bonita. General 2020 reading. CL, hey, how's it going? Kezia, welcome back. Sim Awakening, welcome back as well. And CL, it's good to see you. I don't think I remember seeing you before. It's good to see you on the stream. Jakari, I've been great today. Today is a fantastic Friday. I got my encoder in for my, I have a very old DSLR, but I hooked that up. So now the image here should look stunning. You should be able to read small text at this point. So, when is she gonna stop the magic? Searching T, hey, how you doing? Sim Awakening, good to see you again. Chris Ann, good to see you again. Maybe tonight I get lucky, get a read from me. Jakari wanted a question as well. So Bonita, let's do a general 2020 reading. So this is my Oracle deck coming out soon. I'm working on writing the book at this point for it. So let's do a general 2020 reading. We're going to use the Golden Wheel Tarot. That is a bright color for the backs. That really stands out. So I really like that. We use the golden teal. Yeah, the golden teal. No, it's the golden yellow, more like it. It's a Golden Wheel Tarot. Etudes, Dion. Hello, how are you? It's good to see you. Searching T is current feelings towards me. All right, so let's get this out and see how it's going for Bonita in 2020. Throw down some cards here. All right, again, this is the Golden Wheel Tarot. I got this recently. Zach from the Tiger's Abyss encouraged me to get it. He's like, you need to get it. It's really good. And he was correct. This is a beautiful deck. And it's a little bit lopsided because my camera is a bit lopsided. But look, you can read like the small text on here. The camera quality is amazing. All right, so it's much better than it was before with that old webcam that I got back in the early 2000s. All right, well, what is 2020 general reading for Bonita? The world is looking pretty good. It's looking pretty positive. Now, on this card, the world has a bunch of different colors, has a bunch of different things going on, right? One of the things is everyone is very firmly grounded. It's a very firmly grounded year. You'll notice everyone is very firmly grounded. They have their feet planted solid. There's nobody running around. There's nobody tripping or falling or doing anything like on the next card, which is the 2, right? The choices card. So this sort of means that it's going to be a grounded year, or it's going to be a very stable year for you, and the world is an extremely positive card as well. So all the different colors within that as well sort of point me to a variety of things. We have a red for a bit of action or a bit of adventure that you're going to have throughout the year. Green with a bit of growth as well. So you're going to have growth as far as knowledge goes, growth as far as life experience goes. And it's all going to be stable around this tree, or stable around a structure. So the structure of your life, how everything goes from day to day, is going to be not only predictable, but very organized, and probably more organized and more predictable than you're used to, right? So it's going to be a very predictable, stable year as we have for the world. Now, around March, let's say, Angela Boho, thank you for the $2. I appreciate it. Trouble with my daughter's dad, how's the outcome? We'll get to that after this. All right, so again, you also have a lot of support structure, a support network that's going to help you around any issues that you face, because we do have a couple of issues coming. So the second card, the Two of Wheels, this is sort of a two as a choices are a variety of different things. And this goes as far as your job is concerned. You're going to have different choices on where to move or where to be at work, or what to do, or things like that. You're going to have some more choices, and it's going to be an important decision for you, because one of the choices is going to be a rather challenging one. So you need to sort of really look at that and try to figure out what is going to be the best choice once I get into the job, once I start this particular task or whatever. Which path should I take? Because a lot of times at work we'll take the wrong path, or we'll do the wrong thing, and we don't know until we're deep into it. And by that time, it's very confusing and whatnot, because one of the choices is not going to be very good, and you're going to figure that out fairly quickly around June-ish, that one of the choices you should not have done. So make sure that you research that at work. Once you figure this out, once you determine which particular choice to take. Page of Cups. It looks like that you'll be meeting some different people at work, some new people from one of the choices that you made. And that is going to sort of affect you emotionally, or be sort of a grounding point for you in a variety of different ways. They're going to be sort of a support network. They're going to be some friends you can hang out with, some people that you can go see, and all of this other stuff. So it's going to be a different thing. So yeah, work, school, it's just going to be the different types of, basically what you do on a day. Pentacles is sort of what you do earthly on the day-to-day basis. School, it would be choices at school. Choices of people you meet at school and things like that. So if it's school, it would be more of a stability as far as the homework is concerned, or if you go back to school, it would be a fairly stable place that you could be, that you would do well. So the Knight of Wands, I think everything is going to sort of move forward and progress well with what you do in 2020. I don't see any major issues. Just watch out as far as what choices goes, where the school work, what you do on a day-to-day basis, sort of that pentacle feel, that earth feel. Just make sure that the choices are there. Make sure that you choose the right ones. Do your research. Just make sure that things aren't going to go sour quickly because we chose the wrong thing or we went the wrong direction. So sort of watch out for that and be cognizant of that as you sort of move forward. And everything should be good. Looks like we have a great card here. We have great cards throughout. I don't see any major issues. Just make sure that you don't just rush into anything, and make sure that things are researched before you hop in. So, Nexus, hey, how's it going? You're my favorite dungeon in World of Warcraft, the Nexus. All right, Boho. Let's see. Fathers. No. So, daughters, dad, outcome. And then X-Subliminals. Thank you for the donation, X-Subliminals. Brianna, hey, how's it going? Thank you for the donation, Brianna, as well. Leo, feel about me. Have an opportunity to rent, nice place. Okay, BS, nice. Rent, sudden, and money is going to be difficult with that. All right, so cool. We got a load of questions here. So Angela Boho wants to know daughter's dad outcome. Let's see. Why am I opening my alert box? Let's not open the alert box. Let's go back to the reading title. All right. So Boho wanted to know. Let's see. AB, daughter's dad. Issues, outcome. All right, try that. We use the Thoth for this. Everyone likes the Thoth. We use the original. We won't use the M.M. Moline version. If I ever make a tarot, an actual tarot, I think I'm going to make a Thoth derivative. This would be interesting. It'd be interesting. I'll take the challenge. So let's see how that goes for AB. AB wants to know about the dad and the outcome. We'll try that. And see how that goes. If that's going to go, let's say, trouble. So it's just general trouble. We just have general trouble with the dad. All right, here's the dad's going to be moving on. Is he moving? Is he around? Is there some outcome? Obviously, we have the chariot as well. We have sort of this conflict resolution coming, so it looks like it's going to go well, basically. Jumping straight to the chase, we have a difficult situation that's not really solvable on many aspects. It's a situation to where it's going to take a lot of work to resolve unless he starts cooperating. And it appears that he does start cooperating, and he sort of just moves on, and the situation moves out of where it's currently in. But basically, it's just like this non-blending that we have. This blend, the oil and water blending is just not happening, and it's a lot of miscommunication. There's a lot of issues. There's a lot of anger for some reason, and the anger is going to sort of subside or just sort of calm down as the situation progresses, and it's looking fairly positive because luckily we have this reversed, right? So we have this reversed. It's that conflict is going to sort of simmer down. It's going to sort of calm down, and it's something that the conflict just sort of peaked a little too fast, or it peaked a little too early, and it's difficult to sort of let that progressively go down. And a lot of times we want the situation to resolve itself immediately. It would be fantastic if it did. However, it's going to be a situation that's not going to do that. It's going to take a bit of time to sort of level down or come down the stairs, right? We went all the way up to the top floor, and now we have to slowly progress down the stairs. And that's basically what's happening here. There's miscommunication. Again, there's anger. It's all of a sudden anger. Again, it just went from 0 to 100 miles an hour immediately, very quickly, and it needs to sort of resolve itself. So it is going to resolve itself, but it is going to sort of take a bit of an emotional and mental toll as it does that, as all conflict will. And it's just going to be something you're going to have to put up with, and you're going to have to let it go down from the top floor back down to the bottom floor in a progressive manner. It's not going to go down immediately. It's not going to magically get resolved anytime soon. It's just going to have to sort of level down and settle down on its own. Just make sure that as far as money is concerned, as far as resources are concerned, make sure that those are protected, or make sure that those are not in danger, or there's nothing obvious that is sort of leaking out of the resources. Make sure that the resources are handled, and there's nothing that's going to be jeopardized resource-wise, earth-wise, sort of pentacle-wise during that process as we sort of move along. It's going to be very important because it's going to be tempting to have some of that movement of resources because you do have that feel, that almost that stable emotional, trying to get back to stable emotional. Just make sure that doesn't happen. But it appears that either he moves on to something else. The situation just moves on. The chariot, right? The chariot is very powerful influence, a very powerful symbol, and as it progressively goes through, the situation will resolve itself. There's not a lot that needs to be done to fight because it looks like the fighting is just about to be over. So just go with that, and hopefully that works out. That sounds like a mess. Sounds like a mess when everyone is angry and everyone is upset. That's never a good thing. Ex-subliminal, Leo feels about me. Is that what the question is? Erica, hey, how's it going? Shimmy, hello, how are you? And the Nexus. I was just there today in World of Warcraft, actually. Kang Do, hey, how's it going? Let's see. Nexus is my favorite. A lot of people like some of the other dungeons, but I like the Nexus. Outcome. How's the outcome? So outcome's all right. Leo feel now that he knows what I did. Well, let's find out. How does Leo feel now that he knows what I did? Leo feel now that they know what they did. Okay, we'll try that. See him. Hello. All right. How's the Leo feel? We'll stick with Thoth, and we'll do that one more time. So we'll go with a different. We mixed it up a bit. I could do a shuffle. I have not shuffled this deck in a while. I don't think you have ever seen me shuffle. I rarely shuffle anymore. Oh, this popped out. Whatever this is, that's going to be important. That's the card we're going to use immediately. That's the important card. There we go. All right, now we'll grab some more. Natalie, thank you so much for my financial work situation improves soon. We'll get to you, Natalie. We got a couple of questions in front of you. So let's find out about the, all right, so Natalie, I'm taking notes here. Money, work, better soon. All right, check that out. Okay, so thank you again. I appreciate it. All right, let's see. Dove's dad, X. So Leo feel about me now that they know what I did. What did you do? We all want to know now. What did you do? All right, what did you do? So, yeah. Okay, this is why I like the Thoth deck. I'm tempted just to use this and nothing else. I'm literally tempted just to use this and nothing else, which is sad because I have like 20 decks all over here. But anyway, it speaks to me. It's one of those that just speaks to me. Ms. Tweets Tarot, hey, thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button down there. I appreciate it. We have a ton of videos. I have 700 videos to choose from. Guaranteed you'll find something that you like, hopefully. Or I just made 700 videos of waste. Let's see, connection and is headed romantically. All right, thank you very much, Tash Z, for the donation. We'll get to that. We have quite a few questions, so we're going to try to go through them here. All right. So they're defensive. They want to know how's the Leo feel now that they know what I did. They're defensive. They were caught off guard by what you did. So we have a defensive stance. They were caught off guard. So that she's spilling this object, or she's spilling this container of things. So they're caught off guard by what you did, and it made them defensive. It put them in a defensive stance, and they're trying to sort of work that out. And the defensive stance is pointed towards the void. In other words, they don't really know what they're defending against, but they do know that they need to be defensive now that whatever the occurrence has happened. All right. So now we have this absolutely very interesting thing here. So the Saturn influence is sort of kicking in here, sort of points me to the red, the orange. They feel like they need to start doing some activity in order to compensate for what you did, or in order to react for what you did. So again, they're caught off guard, they're defensive, they need to do something, and they need to get started with something. They need to start taking some action. And it's very confusing action that they're taking because they don't exactly know what they do. There's a lot of confusion here. We have this Saturn influence right dead there, and then we're moving in to Jupiter, and it's really confusing because that they want to resolve the situation, or they want to, again, do some action. They're not really sure what to do. So the situation does get resolved. In other words, everyone is happy about it, but there are ramifications for what you did that come later. So in other words, they do take some action. There is a bit of movement as far as that's concerned. They're a bit defensive. And when they start taking some actions, it's sort of a waste of time because they don't really know where they're headed, particularly in that. So we do have what is called in the book, the best card in the deck. There is an expansion almost with this feel, right? There's an expansion of their emotions, and I think they sort of recover and everything becomes okay because this is an extremely positive card after this resolve. So it does resolve itself. Good news. I know the shadow. Let me shade my two lights so you can't see the card. It does resolve itself. It does move forward. Everything is going to be fine. Everything is going to be okay. Science is such a weird position after this. Science reversed points me to it's going to take an effect on the relationship, and it's going to make the relationship just sort of off guard or off kilter. Can I use kilter, or is that something my grandfather used to say? It makes the relationship sort of off balance for a while, and it's good. It resolves itself, but not fully. It makes a relationship off balance for a while. It makes the Leo off balance for a while, and you're going to have to sort of compensate for this. And and give some sort of a resolution for yourself. They resolved it for themselves. They moved past it. You're going to have to move past it as well, and you're going to have to get that done. So as far as what you did, the ending here, the final conclusion, is the reward. There is a reward here. There's a reward for what you did. What you did cleared some things up. What you did moved some things forward that needed to be moved but maybe were stalled. And we have a reward for your work. That's basically what this card is, a reward for your work. The diamond is being lifted. You're getting the diamond. It's a reward for the effort, a reward for that. So whatever you did, and it will end up will end up making things better, and will make things, make the relationship better or make the situation better. So that's basically it. So the conflict at first, off guard, etc., etc. Science upside down. It does imbalance the relationship somewhat, but ultimately it's rewarding. So again, I have no idea what you did, but ultimately it's rewarding. So thumbs up. Good news. Good news. Man, I love the thought. I love the thought. Brianna, I love this deck. I love this deck. Why not read with any other deck? I have no idea. I'm just going to read with this deck tonight. This is the only deck I'm using tonight. This is it. Norman, Jean, hello. How are you? Aquarius Owl, it's good to see you. Mo Greyhawk, hey, New Zealand. That's awesome. I will be back tomorrow twice. I'll be back Sunday twice. So I'll be back at 6:30 at night, 6:30 in the morning. If it's 6:30 this weekend, I'll be here. And that's Central Time, of course. All right. So the next question, let's mark off Angela, of course, X, BS. All right. Let's see. Leo, feel about me. Losa, hey, how's it going? All right. We're going through the questions. Losa, Brianna wants to know, have an opportunity to rent a nice place. That's good. But it's very sad, a bit of a financial challenge. That's bad. Would it be wise and have a good outcome? So is Brianna going to rent a place or not? Let's find out. BS, rent new place, more money. So financially challenged, I mean, it means more money. So we have a more money. I love this deck. This is all I'm using tonight. This is it. If you tuned in for all of the other decks, you're not getting them. You're only getting this one. So be happy because this is so beautiful. I absolutely adore this deck. So we're doing big spreads tonight. I love big spreads, and I cannot lie. Why do we have science again? Why do we have science again and it's upside down? Oh, let's do the quick answer. Oh, let's see. Hermit. So you're going to be, so you're not living by yourself now, right? And if you rent this place, you will be living by yourself? That's an important question because I do see the Hermit. So I'm asking, is this place you're only going to be there by yourself and you're with someone now, or you're moving in with somebody? So I assume when you say it's a challenge financially, that means you're going to be by yourself. If you're living with somebody, especially in your area, that seems like it'd be fairly cheap. Depends on the size of the apartment. I know apartments that are like $2,000 where I'm at, and that is outrageous. Okay, so basically, it looks like that you're unprepared for it. Again, we're back to here. Again, we're back to here. Why did this come up? You saw me shuffle. Why did this come up twice? It wants you to say no, that it's going to be a bit of a challenge. It's going to be something that could be a bit of a burden for you. And I say that because right afterwards, we have a fairly heavy burden. So Jade, hello, and Noor, hey, how's it going? No and yes, okay. So yeah, it's a bit of a logistical challenge. It's almost like that if you're organizing this with somebody, if you're going in with somebody, it's going to be a bit of a mess as far as logistics are concerned, as far as science is concerned. Not literal science, but as far as logistics are concerned, it's going to be a messy. You're going to have to really sort of prepare yourself and watch out for the weeds in this particular situation. It is going to be a burden financially. It may be something to where you're going to have to save to get this, or you're going to have to, you said it was sudden, maybe you can't save. You're going to be in debt. It's going to be heavy on you financially. So that's going to be a bit of a weight. And this is a fairly significant weight financially as far as that goes. In just my opinion, as far as that goes, that's a bit of a weight financially, and it could be difficult. And then we come to, so then we come to Venus and Aries. Sort of points me to, it will really be satisfying for you. It's almost like this is a very satisfying move. It's going to be something to where you'll really be happier. It's sort of pointing to that success, right, that we have over in the Rider-Waite. It's really going to make you happy. It's going to be a happy move. So if you don't mind the logistical issues, the financial burden, it's going to be a good move. It's going to be a happy move. The Hermit upside down really sort of, in this particular case, points me to, you're going to need to adjust to other people. You're going in a place to where you're going to have to adjust to other people. And some of the people you may not be too happy with. Some of the people you may not like. So you're going to have to adjust to these people. And it's going to be sort of a different situation for you. Is this still near your work? I know you're staying at your work. So Kathy, hey, how's it going? Long Island, New York. I've been there before. Great place. Is it cold over there? I have not checked the weather over there. So you're going to have to adjust to people. You're going to have to sort of bend and conform with other people. It's going to be like that. I don't know. Why this one? So ultimately, it's up to you. Obviously, if you can handle the financial burden, if you can handle logistical challenges, you'll be happier. You will have to conform to other people. You will have to adjust to other people where you're not doing it right now. And I mean, overall, it's sort of up to you. If you're willing to take those challenges, if you're willing to dive into that, if you're willing to sort of take that hit, as far as money, as far as logistics are concerned, I think it'd be all right. But you are going to be happier. You're going to be happier. So is this something to where you're going to be happier for a good reason? In other words, are you kind of worn out where you're at? I'm kind of curious. Anyway, well, I'll talk to you more later. So financially, because it's suddenly, I got you. Okay. Comments were very delayed. Yes, it's near work. Okay, well, that'd be good. As long as you don't like double your commute or something like that. But overall, it looks nice if you're willing to take the hit. Kathy, thank you so much for the $4.99. I greatly appreciate it. Did you have a question? I can add you to the list. We're now on Natalie. Natalie wants to know if work and money are going to be better soon. You know what? Let's use a different deck. Let's use the Light Seers Tarot. Everybody loves the Light Seers Tarot. So everybody that's watching, how is the clarity on the camera? Because I changed the camera, and locally, when I look at it, it looks great. But I just want to make sure that everybody else thinks it looks great as well. Because this looks a lot clearer than my webcam that I purchased back in like 2007 that I was using before. All right. So will things get better? I'm a bit worn out. All right. Well, it's good that you're doing good. Oh, yeah. Moving is such a pain. Kathy, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I'm glad you're learning from the videos. We got this video for the TDM. We got another video coming out tomorrow. TDM is so amazing. It's so awesome. I love that deck. And I just got the Visconti Sforza Tarot as well. I'm going to post that video tomorrow. So will it get better? The Ten of Wands, there's going to be, you're going to need to sort of have this burden before it gets better. It does get better. You're going to have a burden before this gets better. And the burden is just going to be sort of painful. It's just going to be a burden. So it sounds like you're in a burden now. I know you're asking if it's going to get better soon. It is, but you're going to be delayed. It's going to be a burden getting there. In other words, you have that road. You have the road to travel, and you're going to have to travel that road, unfortunately. So it's not something that's just going to instantly get better overnight or just magically be just, amazing overnight. But you are moving towards the future. You are moving towards something better. And we have that. You can see that in the card. Now, you can see that very clearly in the card with this camera. This doesn't stink. So you're going to have to sort of walk that road. You're going to have to sort of put up with the situation as is for a little bit longer, and then it looks like it's going to get a bit better. So the first thing we have is the Queen of Wands. Some action that you're going to take is going to make it a little bit better. And again, I don't see anything that just points me to, say, winning the lottery or points me to a big influx of free money. So we have the readings where if it's going to get better financially. One is the freebie. The freebie is to where everything gets better financially and it's just boom, it gets better. You didn't do anything, everything improves. You have luck on your side, not literally win the lottery, but things like that. Then you have scenario 2, which is it's going to take a bit of work. And it's going to take a bit of adjustment, and it's going to take negotiation with people. And negotiation with people is what we have here, because we do have the Knight of Wands and the Queen of Wands. It basically means that some action from your part, some action from your perspective makes things a little bit better and gives you a bit of a better path. So one of the actions is involved with getting out of your comfort zone. So we have getting out of your comfort zone, the Four of Cups a bit. So that a lot of times we get into a situation where it's just sort of down or a bit challenging, and we try to just we mentally get sort of worn out or burned out. And you're going to have to sort of get past that and get through that and move on to a better place. And in order to do that, one of the things is going to be to get out of your comfort zone. Getting out of your comfort zone, trying some different things. If you're looking for work, trying some different locations. So basically, it's going to be a bit of work. It's going to be a bit of work involved with that. And getting out of your comfort zone means try different things. So if you've been trying at one particular website for finding the job, if you've been trying to get a particular job and it's just not successful, or you're trying to get promotions, it's just not successful, try some different things. In other words, try a different website to get the job, try a different strategy or things like that. Nothing risky, of course, but just get a little bit out of your comfort zone. You don't have to go crazy. Just get a little bit out of your comfort zone, and I think that's going to do you good as far as facing the challenges. The next thing is you do have a helper coming, and the helper is going to, again, nothing in here is a freebie, but you have a helper coming. The helper is going to be somebody that you normally wouldn't talk to, or you normally wouldn't talk to at work. So make sure that you speak to more people and make those connections at work. So start making the networking connections at work. That's going to be important for you in 2020, the networking, knowing people, knowing the right people, knowing different managers. So just go up and introduce yourself and do the traditional networking things. If they have networking activities at work, it's going to do you good to sort of hop into those, and just to get to know people, because people is what people are going to help you through this process or help you get better in these things. You just need to reach out and just introduce yourself and make friends and connect at work, and things will get better. So the Six of Cups, here you literally do have sort of the gift, more or less, right? The Six of Cups, you almost have that gift. In other words, things get better, things improve emotionally as well as financially. But again, it's going to be a road. You're going to have to walk. It's not going to be instantaneous. There's not going to be any freebies involved. It's just a matter of getting started. Get a bit out of your comfort zone, nothing crazy, just sort of out of your comfort zone a bit. Do that networking, get that, and sort of reframe a lot of different attitudes, and I think overall it will get better. You're just going to have to be patient. This spread is all about being patient, unfortunately. A lot of times patience is kind of painful, but yeah, it looks like you're going to get better. It's going to take some time. You're just going to have to be patient and just sort of walk that road, and good luck to you. I hope it gets better, and it will get better soon. Just sort of be patient. So Tash Z wanted to know, I wrote down Tash Z's question so quickly. What is my connection with Anis headed romantically? All right, let's find out. Where is so Tash wants to know where my romance going with A. We'll just say A. All right. Where's my romance going with A? We'll go back to I missed the thought already. I'm sorry I read without you. I'm sorry I missed you. The thought is back. It's back. Did you know how many Thoth decks do you think I have? Take a guess in chat. How many of these do I have? Let's see. Natalie, hey, how's it going? Billy, how's it going? Hi, anything please. Billy, I got some other questions. I'm going to move on to those and then go through chat and find something interesting after that. All right. So Tessie wanted to know, where's my romance going with A? So how many decks do you think I have of the Thoth? I think you'd be surprised. Let's see. Give me one more. I do like big spreads. Give me one more. Oh my. Okay. Well, this is sort of interesting. CM10, 12 decks. Yeah, 10, 12. I have 31. I have 31 Thoth decks. All right. That's probably too many. That's probably too many. I'm going to assume that is too many. Feel free to make fun of me. All right. So, where's my romance going with A? It is a bit heated. It is a bit heated. Searching T, I'm still here. You're a big fan. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right. So, let's see. All right. It's a bit heated. It's a bit heated. You're in the moment. It is a bit heated, and it's going through its paces. A lot of times, it's sort of uncontrolled. We have that uncontrolled nature. A lot of fiery aspects. So it seems that A, or niece A, is a bit on the fiery side. We have this sort of this feel, a bit on the fiery side, likes to take some initiative, likes to be in the moment, likes to do a lot of different things, and sort of is introducing you to, or will introduce you to, a lot of things that you would not have experienced or you would not have thought of. So really beneficial to you, in my opinion, as far as this goes. Very fiery aspect, very, very front-facing, a very a decent thing. So that it's going to lose its pace at some point. It's going to lose its pace at some point. And it's going to be sort of an emotional balance, as we have here. This emotional balance to where you sort of settle down from that fiery aspect, sort of settle down from that big explosion that we have at the beginning of the relationship, that honeymoon period. It's going to settle down, and it's going to become very sort of regulated and normal and everything else. At that point, once it sort of settles down, becomes a bit normal, becomes a bit day-to-day, it's going to sort of lose a bit of its luster. So you're going to have to sort of prepare for that. It's going to lose a bit of its luster, but it's going to have, some stability and things like that. And we have an absolutely beautiful card after the luster sort of goes down. So you're going to have that period to where the honeymoon period's over. We're sort of we're not really, I don't see any, okay, good news, I don't see any like fighting. I don't see any bad things. I don't see any big disagreements to where everything just blows up. I don't see any big breakups. I see just this nice, stable relationship that you are going to look at as a success. I mean, look at this. It's beautiful. The Jupiter, that expansion of yourself and sort of reaching a higher level of yourself thanks to this other person. So it's a very positive relationship. You do have a point where you're bored. You do have a point where it's sort of lackluster, or it doesn't have that fire, that initial spark is sort of settled down into more of a stability, and you don't have that anymore. You're going to miss it. We all miss it. We all miss that honeymoon period. So, just be prepared for that. I think that's true with all relationships. I think the spread is sort of pointing us to, it's just a standard relationship that you're going to enjoy, right? So we have that Jupiter in Leo. You're going to be proud of this. You're going to be enamored with this relationship, and it's going to be something that you enjoy if you want to stay in it. It's going to be a bit imbalanced at the end, or it's going to sort of point to a lack of decisions or some sort of control that needs to be, some sort of regular day-to-day schedule that needs to be figured out at some point. But overall, I mean, it looks good. It looks positive. If you're looking for something negative, I don't see it. If you're looking for something just amazing to where this is a soulmate, I don't see it. I just see it as a standard, regular, good day-to-day relationship, and I think it'll be successful, and it looks like something that you can sort of, rely on and be proud. So overall, I think it looks great. That's a great relationship spread. I don't see the Lovers. I don't see Two of Cups. I don't see anything that would just make me absolutely enamored with it and say maybe this is your soulmate or anything like that. But I mean, overall, that is what I see. All right, we're ending soon. We'll do one last question, and I will hop off here. Again, I'll be back in 11 hours. So if you didn't get your question answered tonight, we can get it answered tomorrow morning. Thank you again, Kathy. I really appreciate it. Brianna, good luck with that move. I'll talk to you soon. I'll learn more about that. I'm kind of curious as to how all that goes. Let's see. Louisa wants to know about love coming soon. We'll do that one, and then we will leave and be back in 11 hours. Let's see. Louisa wants to know coming for me in love in 2020. All right, we'll try that out. So good luck with that. A new year is always fun. You never know what's going to happen. You never know what's going to happen. I'm going to miss you, Thoth, but we're going to switch up and use Anna Kay for this last one. Thank you all for joining me, by the way. I greatly appreciate it. Hey, Cindy, how's it going? Jade, how are you? This is the last reading, and then we are going to take a break, stretch our legs, and grab some dinner right after Louisa finds out what's coming in love. Let's give one more card for Louisa here. All right. Well, wow. You have a lot of different opportunities for love. We have quite a few. So now I want to sort of get some... Now I want to get another card with that Knight and that King. So who are these people that you're going to meet? You're going to meet two people. All right. Okay. All righty. All right. So basically, you're going to meet two people almost right after each other. The first one, the Knight, in a relationship, the Knight sort of points me to someone that's not an expert at relationships. It's not a page to where they're completely new and lost in the relationship maze, but it's a Knight. They've had some relationships before. They're pretty stable, right? And this particular Knight points me to a Pisces. It's going to be a Pisces that you're going to meet at first. It's a pretty stable Pisces. It's pretty good with relationships. They're not amazing with that, but it's going to be a relationship that you can sort of... But this person seems to have a lot of travel going on. Maybe they travel for a living, or they're constantly doing things with travel. In other words, they like to go places out after work. They like to go places and have fun, or something like that. They're on the road a lot, and they're going to travel a lot. It's going to be challenging to get their attention. It's going to be challenging to get them sort of roped into a relationship or something like that. So I think it's going to be a bit of a challenge. So you're going to get the Pisces, and it's going to be maybe not the best relationship. Maybe it'd be something fun for a while. But almost immediately after that, within, let's say, May, we have someone that just broke up or just got divorced. So they're going through a messy divorce, and you meet this person, you're instantly attracted to him. It's a King. It's someone that's very good with relationships, very stable. Hey, Laura, how you doing? We're just about to wrap up, Laura. I'll be back in 11 hours and back on tomorrow night as well, though. So it's somebody that just got divorced, and you're going to have to deal with that. And they do have kids. They got divorced. It's going to be messy, but it's going to be someone that you're attracted to and someone that you're really sort of drawn towards. And you're going to have to decide if you want to jump into that. So that's going to be around May. The first one's going to be around, let's say, like February. It's going to be fairly quick. So you have two love opportunities that you can take. One of which is, both relationships are going to require a bit of coordination and work. It's not going to be a relationship that's going to be the great relationship, the soulmate or anything like that. They're going to be relationships that require work. The first one, because they travel, they're constantly doing things. Sometimes it's hard to get people's attention. The second one, because they're busy with this divorce, they're trying to get through this stage in their life, and there's kids involved, and there's a lot of mess. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge. There's going to be some work involved. There's going to be some attention from your side. There's going to be some, a lot of emotions involved if you want to get involved with either one of these, because their situations are complex. It's not this beautiful random person that's walking around and you're like, hey, you're like, hey. So again, you're going to have to deal with that. Ultimately, I think you have success with love. I think you do have a lot of success with love and relationships, and it's really going to be a lot of different aspects are going to be afforded to you as far as relationships go. So it looks very positive. It's a great reading. The end sort of means that you may not want these particular relationships. You may want something different after you've experienced them, but that's up to you. So again, this is all up to you type of thing. But you do have two opportunities, almost immediately afterwards. You're going to have some fun. It's going to be challenging to get through some of the logistics with the relationship, but overall, I see it being positive and being a good thing for you. But let's see, he's feeling towards me, please, and RB. All right, so I will be back. Thank you everyone for joining me tonight. I greatly appreciate it. I will be back again at 6:30 in the morning and 6:30 tomorrow night. Same thing on Sunday. If you would like to join me then, I would love to talk to you and see you, and we will talk then. Thanks again for watching me, and have a great evening.